Why is it important to have zeolite activated? Well, first of all, there's only one product that's fully activated that we're aware of, and that's activated liquid zeolite, which you'll read more about at zeolitereview.org. So, activation is the subject of a US patent. It was discovered that if you removed all the toxins and chemicals from the zeolite cage, it would actually be much more potent. Now, zeolite in nature is lying around volcanoes, and volcanoes have all sorts of substances in them, including many heavy metals. So the zeolite lying around for a few thousand years will absorb these heavy metals inside the zeolite cage. And when you have a sponge, say, which is full of water, you'll know that it doesn't absorb very much. But when you wring the sponge out, then it's able to absorb a lot of moisture. Well, it's the same with zeolite. The zeolite powder in its natural form has some sort of ability to absorb heavy metals, but it's nothing compared to when it's activated. So with activated liquid zeolite, the cage is cleaned with something akin to vinegar at reasonably low temperatures, and and then when the heavy metals are removed and you take it into the body, it's able to absorb a much higher amount of heavy metals. The amount they suggest is that the surface area of the zeolite is about the size of a football field to 1 ounce of the product. So it has a very large surface area, and even a small number of drops can absorb quite a large amount of heavy metals. In relation to other zeolite products that are not activated, there are claims made that because they're in a pristine area that somehow or other they don't have heavy metals in them. Analysis of various products has shown that they do have heavy metals in them, and that they do not have the capacity to absorb large amounts of toxins like activated liquid zeolite does. So when you're choosing a product, a zeolite product, you want to consider activation as probably being the most important aspect. And unfortunately to date, only one product is fully activated, even though some others have activation in their name. So they say they're activated, or they call it active something or whatever. But when you closely look at the literature, you'll find that the products are not activated, that it's just a fancy play on words to get you to think that they are. So what I'd suggest you do when you're investigating zeolite products is you look very closely to see about their claims for activation, and if the product's activated, then that's the product I would consider buying. This video is part of a series of 20 videos which answer the 10 most asked questions about zeolite, and also the 10 questions that you need to ask before purchasing a zeolite product. If you'd like access to all 20 videos, simply go to the address on the screen in a minute, and you can fill in a form and get access to all of the 20 videos.